Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 17th of April and Thursday, the 18th of April, most likely 2019. Friday's a holiday, so the markets are closed on Friday the 19th. It usually would be expiration, so that means options expiration is going to be Thursday. Typically, we don't do a market preview for Friday, the last day of the week. Since Thursday is the last of the week, I'm saying this might be the last one. But if we get some excitement on Wednesday, maybe we'll do another preview to get everybody set up for Thursday. Usually people leave going early, going for a long weekend anyways, though. So Thursday probably won't be exciting as it is de facto options expiration going into a long weekend. So I wouldn't expect much for Thursday. Wednesday might still see something. We'll see what happens. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. And, didn't do anything again today. 2 days in a row where the S&P has literally been up or down less than a point. Really boring. Not much there. Let's go through the major daily charts, then we'll see what happens. Crude oil up 35 cents to 64.41. Gold up $2.30 to 12.79.50, but it's still down near the lows of the last 3 months. Lows since the first of the year, basically. S&P cash gains a point, doesn't matter. The NASDAQ gains 25.61, but it was a gap up and never really did anything flat. Actually, it's one of the flattest days in the NASDAQ intraday in a long time. The SOX gains 47.4. Which is a breakout to new highs by a lot. Biotechs down 31 points, so this is still mid-range, basically where it was back in October. Russell 2000 up 3, also where it was back in October. The VIX loses 14 cents to 12.18, playing with that risk line from the 13 buy signal on the VIX, and this is the problem with the VIX so low. The markets get flat. The trend at 0.92. 10-day moving average at 1.14. NASDAQ volume 2.1 billion shares. It's up from the last couple of days and back to the 10-day moving average. But watch that blue line. That's the 10-day moving average of volume on the NASDAQ, and it's really been declining, which is part of our problem along with the VIX. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 380, so a few more stocks up than down on the New York plus 253. Google gains $5.38. Apple up 2 cents. Literally, that's about as flat as Apple can ever be. And that's despite the Qualcomm news today. Netflix up $10.49. Amazon up. We had a good winner today, and Amazon up 18.17. Tesla gained $6.98. Facebook down 78 cents. Goldman Sachs up $1.93. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 77 cents, and the Dow up 67. All right, let's take a look at the intraday action. So here it is. We gapped up on the ES. Sold off, but it took a little more time. It wasn't as exciting. It looked similar to yesterday, but it wasn't as exciting. Then went flat. After about an hour, went flat. Then dipped to fill the gap right ahead of coming out of lunch. Tried to bounce back to the VWAP. Dropped in the last 10 minutes of the day to fill the gap completely because there was a tick missing there, by the way. And then recovered a little bit in the aftermarket. The NASDAQ side, very flat, like I said, until that thing in the last 10 minutes of the stock market where it dipped. It was very flat all session long, so it wasn't really tradable from that perspective. All right, remember, we are in core earnings season now. That means a lot of stocks are going to be releasing earnings starting today all the way through the following Thursday. So be aware of that because it tends to create a gappy environment in the market. Let's look at the economic data coming out for the rest of the week. We've got trade balance an hour before the bell on Wednesday. That's a big number usually. Wholesale inventory is 30 minutes in. Crude oil an hour in. The Beige Book at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Thursday, retail sales and the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index unemployment claims at 8:30. 9:45, we've got Flash Manufacturing PMI and Services PMI at 9:45. At 10, we have business inventories and CB Leading Index at 10:30. Natty Gas. Friday, we're showing housing starts and building permits, but again, the stock market is closed on Friday. Options expiration should be Friday. It's going to be Thursday. So it is what it is there. There's not a lot to look at. So in terms of economic data, there's still quite a bit left. The trade balance is probably the biggest number as we try to wrap up the week and again the options expiration. And do we get an unraveling move on Wednesday, which would be after the first hour's play? We'll be looking for that. Other than that, I'm not really sure what to expect for the next 2 days. Hopefully Monday was decent. Tuesday was okay because of the Amazon trade, but that's about it. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Wednesday and Thursday and a great Easter.